Mario, what happened?
Luigi, I hit the block. I hit it with my head.
Why did you hit the block?
I thought there'd be a single gold coin. Some of them have a coins.
Really?
No! Luigi, no! Luigi! I heard the snap.
It's the Pete Holmes Show!
Thank you so much, everybody. Welcome to the Pete Holmes Show. So I'll say this up top. I'm a big movie guy. Movie fans in the house? You guys like those multi-million-dollar mass pieces of entertainment? Me too. Love actors. We all love actors, but I was thinking about actors. If you really look at what an actor does, their job is kind of nuts. Have you ever thought about that? It's a little bit crazy. I've done a little bit of acting myself, but I don't consider myself like a real actor. I'm talking about real actors. And I've been in scenes with real actors, and we're waiting to get started in front of the cameras. They can come on and be real casual, just like, oh, yeah, got myself a mini Winnie. It's a little camper. It's a little camper, just big enough for me and the wife. It's going to be great. It's not too big, a little kitchen. Got a little kitchen in the mini Winnie. I love it. It's really, really great. I'm really excited. I think we're going to tour the Dakotas. The Dakotas. It's going to be great. And they'll be like, action. And he'll be like, excuse me 1 second. I never touched her! I never laid a finger on her! Cut! Yeah, it's a good size. It's enough of a vehicle for me. That's crazy. But because it's an actor, we love it. It's okay. If somebody in your office could start fake crying on a dime, pretending they care about something and totally look like they care about it when they don't, just like, Dan, what's wrong? Did somebody die? No, it's just my thing. It's my special talent. You'd be like, Dan, that guy's a sociopath, call the cops. But when it's Clooney, we can't wait to shower that sociopath with cash, awards, and our finest legal women. But I guess what I find disturbing about actors is what I find disturbing about life, is that we all need to act sometimes. We just call it being polite. But we're all acting. Acting. All day acting. No one pays us for it. We don't get paid. We just do it to fit in. People are like, hey, great to meet you, Tim. Great to meet you. Is it? That's acting. Because you can't be honest. You can't be like, I could do without you, Tim. You'd be an asshole. Fake laughing, that's another necessary type of acting we all do, and I get it. Sometimes somebody tells a bad joke, you can't just be like a robot person, just like, yes. I've assessed the content of your musings and deem it humorless. Off, small wonder. We're humans, and today you're playing the part of a human who thinks her dentist is hilarious. Let's take it again. I do fake laughs sometimes. I don't want to, but it's a necessary part of adult life. Like I was getting a drink with a girl I used to know in college. You know, we used to throw the frizz around. Throw it the cool way. I don't know if you've ever been having a drink with someone you used to know in college, someone that you used to toss. Somebody that you just, you know, is a strictly frizz tossing relationship. And you see her 15 years later, and you're like 10 minutes into the conversation, you're just like, oh, no. Whatever this was, it was frizz tossing. Whatever this was, it's not there anymore. Conversationally, we can't toss the frizz. But you're stuck. You can't just be, like sometimes I want to be like, goodbye. You can't. Goodbye. Wouldn't that be great? I'm done. Just walk out of the conversation. You have to stay. And I could tell she was trying to be funny. She wasn't being funny, but I could tell just by her cadence she was trying to be funny, because she'd be like, hey, yeah. And then she'd pause. And that's how I knew, oh, that was a joke, and I got a laugh, but it wasn't funny, but I'll be like, I do my fake laugh. I'm not good at it. Why? Because I'm a human. I'm like the Meryl Streep of polite acting. I'll do it. I know the scene. I've memorized my lines. Ha, ha, ha. Roll credits. See you again, never. And I'd like to say right up here, I realize I'm making fun of myself with this whole thing, making fun of actors, making fun of performers. I'm a stand-up. That's as bad as it gets. There's a whole world up here. But I'm so much of a narcissist, I have to play all of the characters. I come up here and act like I'm just thinking of things that I wrote alone in a room, talking to myself. And I write sketches, too. That's f***ing nuts. Alone with a computer just going, and then this guy I imagine comes in and there's another guy I imagine in a coffee shop that I imagine. Somebody lights a cigarette, he says this, he exits. That's a f***ing control freak. Exit Jim. Then we hear Jethro Tull as the credits roll. Lunatic. I can't criticize actors. What I'm doing right now, this monologue alone. I was at the dentist. I played a robot. I even played an actor. That's not normal behavior. Like, what's up with actors pretending to be other people? What do you mean, Pete? You just pretended to be a guy asking about actors pretending to be other people. Ah! So here's my point. Thank God for the arts. If we didn't have loons like me, didn't have the arts, I'd just be off in a cabin somewhere, writing my manifesto, performing it for my audience of stuffed animals. Does anyone need more invisible tea? There's a 2 tea minimum. No one to tell my creative thoughts to, I'd just be a lunatic. But because of the arts, I get to come up here and be celebrated for my dysfunction. Coming out, applauded for all the weird things I've imagined, and, this is the best part, if it doesn't work out, we've rigged it, I can just come over here and hit the applause button. I'm crazy! Dance! Dance for me! We got a great show, everybody! Jay Larson and Ryan Sickler will be here. They're nuts. We'll be right back. Welcome back, everybody. So I am a big believer that it's not healthy to keep anything inside. If you can laugh at things that you're embarrassed about, you have nothing to be ashamed of. I really believe that. So in this next segment, I'm going to read an overshare from an audience member, and they're going to read an overshare from me for a real segment with real things that we call Audience Overshare.
We're sharing.
Let's welcome our first audience oversharer. This is Brooke Citron. Everybody, Brooke. Hi, Brooke.
Hello.
How are you?
Nice to meet you. I'm great.
Nice to meet you. You are great. Do you get a lot of, like, citron vodka?
I do.
Yeah.
A lot of, I always
Jokes.
say citron like the vodka.
Yeah.
Haven't heard that a million times. Yeah. It's great to be here.
Next time someone says, do you get a lot of citron vodka jokes, you should go, absolutely.
It's good.
Yours was funnier. Thanks for coming. Seriously. So honestly, Brooke, thank you for playing. This is mine, and I'm going to read yours. This is Brooke's real overshare. I still wear clothing that I bought when I was in 7th grade. Yes, that includes bras.
Yeah, that happened.
If we could see a graph, it would just be a line.
Yeah, it's actually,
Somebody's out there making boob graphs like,
yeah.
does anyone have a ruler?
I'm just like my brother. Yeah.
Do I really?
Yeah, you do.
Brooke,
Except he
wake
always
up.
did this joke, like against the wall.
Oh, he calls you flat?
Yeah.
He's an asshole.
Good save.
I think
Good
you're
save.
lovely, Brooke. Why don't you read
you.
my overshare?
Okay. When I visit home, my mother wakes me up for church by opening my bedroom door without knocking, laying on the bed, and singing hymns. Okay.
That's worse.
No, it's not.
It's way worse.
Okay, I'll take it.
Thank you so much,
Yeah.
Brooke. That's Brooke Citron, everybody. Thank you. This next overshare is named Kaylin Hall, everybody. Let's welcome Kaylin Hall. Hi, Kaylin. How are you?
Good, how are you?
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
So here's my overshare, Kaylin.
Here you go.
I feel that it's easier to overshare if we talk about something banal. Up top. Is it banal? This is Kaylin's overshare, everybody. One time at a Halloween maze, I punched a small child in the face because he jumped out at me dressed as an evil clown. Kaylin, we're going to have to rename this segment Heroes of Humanity. Because that demon child, you don't know what's coming at you.
I didn't.
Because if there was a place like a real demon were to go, to be like, sweet pickings, it would be like a Halloween-themed maze.
Yes.
You did the right thing.
Thank you. Thank you.
So why don't you read mine?
When I was little, I was always filling my own butt. Like in class, I couldn't stop filling my own butt.
It's like a lava lamp in my pants.
I understand.
Thank you so much. Really appreciate it, Kaylin. Nice to meet you. She'll punch you. She'll punch you in the face. I feel my butt. She'll punch you in the face. And we have one more. This is Jill Haberkern.
You got it.
Haberkern. Jill Haberkern, everybody. Our third audience overshare. Hello, Jill. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah, how's it going?
Good. I'm impressed at the pronunciation of my last name. Pretty good.
Haberkern.
You got it.
It kind of sounds like a medieval village. I bet you got a crest you don't know about.
Maybe I have power I don't know about.
You could also, we're all secretly, every American, secretly waiting for someone with a cloak to be like, your family is special. That's why we love, like, Jason Bourne. Like, I don't want to learn Kung Fu. I want to be told I just forgot that I already know.
Yeah. Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Takes all the work out of it.
That's right. Jill Haberkern, this is my overshare, and I will read yours. Thank you very much. Jill here's her overshare. When I was a kid, my dad used to make my siblings and I salute a painting of John Wayne before we started our day.
Yep.
Wow.
Yeah. I wish it wasn't true, but
It's completely true.
yes.
You can feel the truth.
Oh, yeah.
Who would make that up? Not a Haberkern.
He's gonna be so mad.
Nah, what's he gonna do? Shoot us? Why don't you read mine?
All right. I'm monogamous with my pornography. Pete.
True, Jill.
I will lock onto one person and just really commit to them.
Feel it. Allow it. Jill, thank you so much for playing. Oh, it's gold. We can salute. That's Audience Overshare, everybody. We'll be right back with Jay Larson and Ryan Sickler. Welcome back, everybody. So recently I got the chance to sit down with two of my favorite comics of all time and also two of my favorite friends. Here is my hilarious talk with Jay Larson and Ryan Sickler. I am super thrilled to be with two of my favorite people, two of my favorite friends, two of my favorite comedians, and the hosts of the Crab Feast podcast. It's Jay Larson and Ryan Sickler.
Thank you. Good to be here, buddy.
The Crab Feast. What is that to people who don't know?
The Crab Feast is it's a comedy podcast that focuses on storytelling. I'm originally from Maryland. Jay's Boston. If you've ever been to a crab feast, the essence is sitting around with your friends, laughing, telling old funny stories,
right,
drinking some beers, and
you're
having fun.
You're getting little nibbles of crab every 30 minutes.
That's right.
Those beers are going to hit you pretty fast.
Exactly.
Give me my fifth pills now. I've almost got the second claw cracked. You guys are a duo. You host a wonderful... Were you going for my...
No, I just didn't know what that was.
We can hold hands.
That's a little much.
That doesn't feel like a romantic... Go ahead.
You know,
it doesn't feel romantic to me.
It doesn't look romantic.
You know when you... Was it supposed to?
You said that like you were hoping it would turn you on. It's not doing it for me.
Nah, it's not.
Ryan Sickler, I call you the king because you're my go-to example of what a man should be. Jay, you push the boundaries. You're all over the place.
I am. I'm
well,
two
you're
different
like
ways.
me. I'm 70% a man, 30% a lady.
I'd say I'm probably 70% woman
Why are you 70% a lady?
because I was raised by all women. There was all women around.
Oh, really?
I was raised by all women. He was raised by his dad. But then I didn't have a dad. And he didn't have a mom. It's kind of like a flip-floppy.
So
thing.
we're like together. We always say together we're whole.
This isn't on Lifetime.
This is
should
This
be.
is TBS.
our lifetime. My dad was just a dad. Like, you know, for a while, there's 3 boys. He's a single dad. He's raising all of us. He's working doubles. He doesn't have time. Like, part of life you're going to have to learn on your own. You're not going to be able to be walked through every moment of your life.
It's like the opposite of what my mother said. She's like, I'll always be here to walk you through every moment.
Our house was 4 guys, so I have 2 brothers, my dad, and we had a 1-bathroom. And my dad was he had an artful way of teaching you a valuable lesson while humiliating you at the same time. And there was one night where I was in the shower and I was laying down, giving myself what I thought was a solid lovemaking session.
Where you laid down in
I
the
laid
shower.
down, 7th grade, experimenting with myself. And
Experimenting.
I love that. It's never occurred to me to be like, you know what? I'm going to pretend she's on top and lie down.
He's in the rain.
Enough of this rain blowjob fantasy. We're in the rain and she's on top because she likes to give it to me sometimes.
it was comfortable that way.
Uh-huh.
And I got up when I was finished, and I got up quick, and I got a head rush, and I grabbed the shower curtain, and it just ripped away, hook by hook, pop, 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 and it wrapped around me like it was as scared as I was to fall out of the tub. And I went down, I'm yelling for help, and my father came in, and he opened the door, he's like, oh my God. And then he yelled, Derek, Todd! He called both of my brothers to come to the door. And when they came to the door, I'm like, Dad, come on, Dad. And he said, look at your brother. He said, remember when you guys asked me if you could go blind from masturbating? Well, you can't. But this can happen.
Oh, no!
And he took a picture and left.
A Polaroid?
Yeah, a little bag.
Now you learned your lesson.
I feel like you're not a sports guy. Are you a sports guy?
Is yoga a sport?
No.
No, man, it's an activity.
Are you a sports guy?
Yeah, I love sports. I love sports.
Nah, that's the 30% trying to compensate.
No, I swear to God. I played in college. Except this is the experience that I would have. I go to Fenway Park one game, Sox get blown out, me and my mother hike back to the car, and she goes, oh my God, look. And there's like a gold Grand Cherokee at a red light. And she goes, that's Dwight Evans.
Even I know who Dwight Evans is.
In the driver's seat, I'm like, it is? She goes, yeah, go get his autograph. Okay, I'm like, all right. I'm like 9. I go up to the window of his automobile at an intersection, knock on the glass. He rolls the window down.
Dewey?
Dewey. Mind you, he's wearing a Red Sox t-shirt and he's sweaty. Looks like he just took a shower. And I go, he rolls down the window and he goes, yeah? I go, you're Dwight Evans. Can I get your autograph? He goes, I'm not Dwight Evans. And roll up the window.
But it was Dwight Evans.
And my mom's like, what happened? Did you get it? And I was like, nah.
Humiliation?
Wasn't
Yeah,
Dwight Evans.
My friend did that when he saw Eric Clapton in a coffee shop and was like, I don't want to bother you, Mr. Clapton. He was like, I'm not Eric Clapton. Like, it's like so obviously Eric Clapton. You're like, nah, sorry.
Oh my
Like he's playing. He's playing Layla. He's playing Layla. You've been misinformed. That's awesome.
Oh, man.
I know we've talked with you before about being in bad relationships and
Yeah.
how it's impending doom when you know you're in it and we take too long to get out of them. And
Yeah.
we've talked about it being an emotional drive-by.
I know, you have to plan it, like an
Yes,
assassination.
Yes,
You
it really
know, see, people always give it the person that gets broken up with, they get all the sympathy. I actually think the person doing the breaking up deserves a little bit of it.
A little
Because it
bit.
doesn't feel good. No. We're not good at hurting people.
No.
So one day you just have to freestyle a knife fight and just be like, hey, Julie, I know I've been giving you ice cream cones and I won you that Homer Simpson doll. Ah! You know what I mean? Just like, and then you have to drive home alone where Julie used to be. You can still kind of smell her and you're like, who am I? Jay, Ryan, you guys are 2 of my absolute favorite comedians, 2 of my favorite people absolutely in the world. You know I love you to death. Listen to The Crab Feast. Wonderful
Please,
podcast.
yeah.
Comes out on Tuesday, I've been told.
Every Tuesday.
Every Tuesday.
I just listen to it whenever. Whenever. But thank you so much for being here. Thanks. Bye.
Thanks for having us.
Smooth out. I love those guys. We'll be right back, everybody. Stay with us. That's our show. Thanks again to Jay Lassen and Ryan Sickler. Good night, everybody.